Good morning. It is June the 1st, start of the last month of the second quarter. This tends to take equities higher. We'll see if that's the case this time. We'll start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. So here we are. We're now in the September contract in both the 30-year and the 10-year. 10-year actually, September actually traded front yesterday, but we rolled to it today. You can trade on the roll date for one more day, and the expiring contract doesn't hurt you. Keeps the numbers the same, but the day after it rolls, you should be in the front month, which is now September. Okay, we got a very tight market. We have a lot of news, but tomorrow's news, unemployment, tends to freeze the markets. Yield the trading range, and I'm going to guess that's going to be the case today. We have motor vehicle sales, 16.9 could come in lower than forecast. Reading a lot of negative articles out of the auto sector. ADP 170, that seems to be the default number with ADP these days. Jobless claims 239, probably a pretty good number. PMI manufacturing 53 even. ISM manufacturing 54.6, could come in lower than forecast. Construction spending plus 0.5%. They never hit that number. Always comes in lower. One of these days they'll hit it, but I'm not guessing that they will today. Nat gas 78B, and crude oil minus 2.7. Last night's APIs drew minus 8.67. So I imagine the crude oil markets today, they will be playing for a bigger draw than forecast in the 2.7. If it does come in 2.7, it will be supportive. News focus, ADP, ISM manufacturing, motor vehicle sales a distant third. That's not in until usually about noon. So I'm guessing trading range. Obviously we'd like to sell against 16 if possible, but the first sell will be 7 to 11, followed by 15 to 19. The 15 to 19 is a better play. We have support starting at 04. We do have a P right here. I'm going to play for maybe stops below the night session right here because the stock market could be strong. So we'll go 29s to 01 for buy one, and I'm going to put a question mark at 4, given the news that we have today, and then 21 to 25 for buy 2. Basically a trading range market today because of tomorrow's non-farm payroll number. Looking at the 30-year. Now, one of the reasons we like the 30-year is that it is allowed to sell. And because it is allowed to sell, we've got that volatility that we need on most days, although the 30-year has been pretty quiet over the last couple of weeks. We've had some 12 30-second day sessions. 2024 number 1, sell 27.31, sell 3 to 7, sell 2. On the buy side, 8 to 12, buy 1 to 5. Picking up this area right over here, buy 25 to 29 for buy 2. I'd see a trading range because of tomorrow's numbers. Gold was off last night, or it was the last time I looked at it, a couple of bucks. Sometimes over a couple of hours things can change. Yeah, it's still off a couple of bucks. So we've got a seller at 70 to 72, 74, 76 for sell 2. On the buy side, 65, 67, play for trading range here too. Then 60 to 62 for buy 2. Now, why is gold giving us more opportunity than crude on many days? It's because we have news 3+ days a week that can stir things up. And gold obviously is allowed to sell also, as is crude. So we don't have, we've got a couple more days a week where gold can actually move because of the news, whereas we really deal with surprise news announcement out of OPEC and 1 news days a week for the EIA inventories on crude. Now, that was the reason that Rich Genders wanted to trade crude only 1 news day a week, but when Rich was coming up with his program, our average daily trading range was over 150 ticks. That's come in quite a bit. Okay, the euro we had last night, wanted to sell 50s to 60s. Missed it a little bit. The high was 65. They got stops above it in Asia, but our 50 to 60 sell recommendation would have made you some money. The London high is 52. We're at 30 right now, so 45, 55, sell 1. 70 to 80, sell 2. On the buy side, we are at support, 12.25, buy 1. Think we can trade lower. Then 112 even, 112.10, buy 2. I see a trading range here, a little bit lower, because that's the way we're going right now. But it usually freezes in front of the unemployment numbers also. Had a great API report last night. Crude drew 8.67, gasoline drew 1.73, and heating oil built 120,000 barrels. So they would have liked to have seen a bigger draw in gasoline. So we had a 48, 25 to 50, then a 75 to 49. Obviously we had a big draw in the API, so our number 2 level worked out, 48.75 to 49, and we're currently at 25, so 48.50 to 75, sell 1. 49.49 and a quarter, sell 2. Unfortunately, we quite often face a 30-40 tick trading range in before the news. So I think we're headed lower for stops below 48. 47.75, 48, buy 1. And then 47 and a quarter, 47.50, buy 2. We had projected a 47 minus, 52 plus market. We're headed for 47 right now, in my opinion. And we've been working that idea for at least 2 weeks and probably 3. We'll see if it turns out. the E-mini. I'm guessing trading range in the E-mini. Tight, seller above 24.15 and a buyer below 24.10, definitely below 24.05. Here we sit. We can just see right here. We haven't given up the gains when we made new highs when we took out that 20 excuse me, 24.01 straight up to 24.18, and we have a buyer below 24.05. You can see it, and we have a seller above 15 right now. So this is the range. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to have this morning. So we're selling 15s to 17s, sell one. 19s to 21s. News might take us a little higher. On the buy side, 9 to 11. It's pretty aggressive. Then 4 to 6 for buy 2. And we still haven't retested that breakout from 24.01, so structurally a 24.01.25, 24.01.50 for a longer term play is there too. Okay, the news. ADP 170,000. Jobless claims 239. PMI manufacturing 53. ISM manufacturing 54.6. Construction spending plus 0.5%. Nat gas plus 78 BCF. Crude oil minus 2.7. And the news focus will be ADP and ISM manufacturing. Any questions before we I get busy working the grind? If not, I'll see you as soon as possible.